JAK in the Box.
Yo, yo! Welcome to another edition of JAK in the Box. I'm Jack, this is DB. This is where we go through these old storage boxes of vintage action figures. These boxes have been in storage for the past 20, 25 years. We're going to open it up now, show it to DB for the first time. You get to follow along as well. What's in the box? Pass this over to DB. Who do we have?
Well, we have Bib Fortuna.
Bib Fortuna right there.
That's so cool. Famously killed by Boba Fett.
Really awesome action figure.
Yeah, really awesome action figure. He gained some weight from the time that he was sitting on Jabba's throne, obviously eating all the food that Jabba was
Although
eating.
even this version of him does look a little heavy and a little bit of
hefty.
extra neck and everything
Yeah, he
going on
does.
there.
He's got a little
interesting.
heftiness.
But definitely heavier when we saw him in Book of Boba Fett.
Definitely heavier.
What year did this particular action figure come out? What line is this even?
So this is the Star Wars The Power of the Force with the green stripe.
Mm-hmm.
And this one came out in 1996.
Oh wow, 1996. This is going way back at this point. That's like 26 years ago.
Yeah, it's super neat that it's from 1996, and also on the back of the box here is really cool. You get little factoids about Bib Fortuna, like how tall is he? Apparently he's 1.88 meters tall.
Like we know what a meter is here in the United States.
Get with the regular imperial system. And then status, he's Jabba the Hutt's Major Domo. And the classification is Twi'lek, and his affiliation is loyal to the Jabba the Hutt. And his weapon of choice is the Holdout Blaster.
Awesome, DB. Thank you for
neat.
sharing all that with us. You can also see this as a hologram. Bib Fortuna, they kind of came out with this in 1996, holograms on baseball cards and different things, or like kind of like a refractor, I should say, not necessarily a hologram, like a refractor type thing. Really, really popular on a lot of the upper deck and tops baseball cards. And it looks like Kenner kind of incorporated that into their box art as well.
I like it. It kind of does look like a hologram. It kind of gives you that sort of transparency or translucency that a hologram does have.
It's a poor man's hologram.
Yeah, but it's still super cool.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Really cool to have that represented as I go next out of the box.
Nice.
I'm going to pull this guy out right here, pass this over to DB. Another recognizable character. Who do we have?
This right here is Dengar with his blaster rifle. Little factoids on the back again, just like with Bib Fortuna. He's also about 1.8 meters tall, which is he's a freelancer apparently. He's a human bounty hunter. Weapon of choice is his blaster rifle.
That's awesome. And is this again a 1996 or all these 1996 Power of the Force?
No, it's 1997.
All right, so next in the box, we're going to continue with more the Power of the Force, more looks like of that refractor type. Do you recognize this character?
Yeah, he looks a little different, but this is Selt Marais, or Yak Face.
Yak Face.
With his battle staff. And yeah, you do have a little skiff axe, a little different looking than the original kind.
He's one of the original last 17, and he's actually the last 17 of the last 17.
So they came out with this kind of, I guess, said, okay, we're going to come out with another one of him. Definitely his hoof hands look a little differently than they did. Looks like he's gotten a little older since the last time we saw him. He's now got this like sort of white hair coming off of him. And very interesting looking tunic as well, like that orange and blue tunic. He's still got like his fur underneath showing. Originally I thought he was wearing some sort of like scarf type thing, but maybe that was just his fur underneath. I don't know.
It's possible, yeah. A little easier to represent here, yeah, exactly. And the back of the box, what do we get in the back of the box?
Back of the box, he's taller than both Bib Fortuna and Dengar. He's 2.2 meters tall, and he's an informant. His classification is unknown. He's loyal to Jabba the Hutt, and his weapon of choice is double-barreled blaster pistol with modified trigger guard.
Double-barreled, okay,
Which,
awesome.
They don't even give you. They just give you his axe, I think.
It's his blaster of choice that he doesn't happen to have with him at the moment.
I guess I lost my blaster of choice, and now I'm going to use this.
Really cool picture that you get with Yak Face there. That's also, looks like he's conversing with a character named Reese that you see in the picture. And that's on Jabba's sail barge right there. You can tell by the windows in the back that's not in Jabba's palace. That's out on the sail barge, which from what I understand, Yak Face actually is able to escape off of the sail barge before it exploded, at least in the comic books and some other lore of Star Wars. He is not killed in the sail barge.
Not considered canon anymore, but
well, not considered canon, but
Dave
again,
and
some
John
of
gotta bring 'em
those
back, maybe.
stories are legends in the air that
that's
they
right.
can pick and choose from.
Yeah, they are doing that pretty well.
Sadly, it only exists in legends.
Absolutely. Next in the box, I'm going to pull this guy out, pass this over to DB, a guy that doesn't have a whole lot of action figures from the vintage side of things. Who's this?
This is Garindan with a long snoot.
Long Snoot.
And his holdout pistol. But this is really cool. It's another one of the Power of the Force action figure line from Kenner. That green stripe that you see there on the front of the box. On the back, again, you get little factoids. He's 1.85 meters tall. He's a spy. His classification is Kubaz, and his affiliation is to the highest bidder. His weapon of choice is a blaster pistol and a holdout pistol.
Okay. And you can see that refractor front again there as well. Also, this action figure, the character actually shows up in A New Hope in the original Star Wars movie, 1977. He's there at Mos Eisley, kind of giving away the location of our heroes.
Which way?
He lets some stormtroopers know, hey, they're over
It
there.
went that way.
Really cool action figures here. I actually have last in the box. The last one I have here is this particular action figure. Do you recognize this guy, DB?
Oh yeah, this is Bossk. This is one of the assassins.
Wow, Boss!
One of the bounty hunters, and he comes with a blaster rifle and pistol. This is super cool. He's got like two, I don't even know, that's like a crazy looking blaster rifle that he has.
Massive!
And the blaster pistol is really large too. You got that crazy like reptilian skin that Bossk has. Very awesome representation of Bossk. Looks just like he did in the movies. Super, super cool. Again, on the back, you have that little factoid about him. He's 1.9 meters tall. He's a bounty hunter, a Transdoshan, and he's a freelancer, and his weapon of choice is his blaster rifle.
Also with that refractor front, what
Another
year
refractor
did this
front.
particular action figure, this particular Bossk action
So
figure
this
come
one
out?
is from 1996 as well.
Going back one more year, back to that 1996, again, that would have probably been, this would have been like the Christmas issue.
But very cool like box art too on this one. You get Bossk there on the back of the box with Boba Fett and IG-88.
Wow.
I mean,
You know, as we spread fun through action figures, one of the big things that we're doing now is what we call the Great Action Figure Giveaway. We're actually
Boy.
going and giving away action figures as we go through these boxes if you're a subscriber and if you've left a comment on one of our videos letting us know who your favorite action figure is or even favorite action figure franchise is. If we come across one of those action figures, we'll open it up here, take a look at it, and send it to the person that requested it.
Wow.
It's just that easy. We actually have somebody that has requested a Bossk action figure
Amazing.
here. His name is Chris P.
All
He
right.
subscribed to our channel. He made a comment. He said, you know, if you come across any Bossk action figures, I would like to have that one. DB, why don't we open this action figure up and we'll send this off to Chris P.
Chris, pleasure with my pleasure. There you go. Here we go with your action figure. I'm sorry that I'm going to try and not ruin the box art too much.
So this is from 1996. This Bossk action figure has been locked up for over 20 years.
Wow.
26 years now, I think, at this point. Finally getting opened up for the first time ever right here on JAK In The Box.
This is amazing.
Incredible.
Looks like there's some tape on here on the booster. Oh, it's like a little glue or something.
Okay, we got him out
those
pretty easily, and
blaster
DB
rifles.
did a fantastic job of really kind of saving this box art.
Trying to save the blister and the box art and everything.
Let's see what he can get off.
Out of here. We've got some tape on this blaster rifle here.
We have one blaster out.
Blaster
Bossk is out as
rifle.
well. DB was talking about how crazy this blaster is. I'm going to give that back to you. Take a look at
this
that.
blaster. You guys probably couldn't see it very well in the box, but now that I got a chance to take it out, you can see it's just got this sort of like maybe I don't know if that's a bar or that's supposed to be like some sort of shoulder strap that he has around him to hold the blaster rifle, but I mean crazy looking rifle there. And you got his blaster pistol, just massive blaster pistol. I mean, almost as big as his forearm.
Can I touch this action figure?
Yeah.
I've never actually held one of these action
Awesome.
figures before. This is awesome. Pretty meaty design to them. Everything's kind of a little bit bigger than what I remember with some of the other action figures. This is actually what we would call an uncracked action figure, since it just came right out of the blister. The legs, the hands, they haven't moved at all. There's not a whole lot of articulation on this one. You can see it's like 5 points of articulation.
Right.
I think I'm going to leave this uncracked.
Okay.
I don't necessarily have to go through and look at all the different articulation. You can kind of see what they do, and we're familiar with that. So Chris P., thank you so much for being a subscriber, leaving that comment. You're going to receive your Bossk action figure in the mail. We'll take care of all of it. Thank you again so much. You know, one last thing I do want to show off to DB as we before we break here is this is the 1996 card back, and you can see these 1996, they didn't stand. You try to stand them up and they didn't stand. In 1997, they came out with a little different design, and those were able to stand. They didn't have the little thing here. Incredible that 1996, nobody figured that out before they came out, that you can't stand them up.
Wow.
Incredible. That's cool. I'm going to pass this Bossk back over to DB while I remind everyone to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Help us spread the fun through action figures. That's exactly what we're doing on this channel.
Make sure you like, you comment, tell us which one of the best of the box. There's only four or five of them here. But
5 action figures, but really cool with the Dengar and the Bib Fortuna.
Yeah.
We've got the long snout guy here. We've got Yak Face, and then we open the Bossk action figure.
Bossk in the Box figures that you got right out of the box that we pulled out for the great action figure giveaway. If you want to be a part of it, make sure you put your name and comment down there at the bottom with which one you like. If we find it in a box, we'll pull it out, open it, send it to you.
It's just that easy. But for now, I'm Jack. This is DB.
And we opened it.
JAK in the box.
Be sure to subscribe and binge watch all of our episodes. Thanks for tuning in to JAK in the Box.